Welcome to another episode of Navco Entertainment, the channel where we highlight trending topics and have a discussion on what's going on in the world. All right, before I start, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe to my channel where I will definitely be uploading new content every week. All right, so I'm not gonna really get into too much. I'm just gonna highlight like certain topics that I've seen trending on the internet relating to what happened on January 6, 2021. I'm going to talk about terrorism, the police response, conspiracy theories, and just in denial as a whole. First, let me define what terrorism is. And I got it up right here on my computer screen. Terrorism is the unlawful use of violence and intimidation against civilians in pursuit of political gains. A lot of people on the internet are saying, yo, if you're going to call us terrorists, why aren't you calling Black Lives Matter terrorists? It said it right there in the definition. Yes, Black Lives Matter, when they protest, sometimes they get out of hand and they cause riots, which is wrong, and burn down buildings. The difference here is these rioters, these mobs, these domestic terrorists, they went to the Capitol to attack senators, burn it down for political gain. They use violence for political gain. All right? As simple as that. What was the gain? They wanted their leader, Donald Trump, to remain president. They wanted to overthrow the election because they believed that it was rigged. The president is lying to you. I mean, you can ask these terrorists in the Middle East what they believe. It would sound like some off the wall shit to you, but they believe it passionately. And I personally think it's the same thing. When they talk, when a lot of like supporters of this terrorist act are speaking to me, it just sounds like a load of shit. But in their heart, in their mind, they believe what they're saying is true. And I personally think that's a problem. All right. I'm not going to spend too much on this. Like, it is what it is. You guys who are supporting this act are domestic terrorists, supporting the people who did that. You're sympathizers, period. And you need to get your whole citizenship revoked. Like I said what I said. I don't care. The president is lying to you. Anyway, now to get to how these people became terrorists, domestic terrorists. Not all of them. Let me just say this. Not all of them in the crowd were domestic terrorists. But you got to be careful who you identify with. You got to be careful. And that goes for Black Lives Matter. Not everybody in that crowd were like rioters and burning stuff down when they did. But you got to be careful for who you associate with. And it's just how it is. It's just what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. The riot happened. It was peaceful. Black Lives Matter in it. Yo, you guys are rioters. Some of you guys are thugs. Not everybody, some, but that's what they're labeled as. You guys are terrorists. Facts. That's just what it is. All right. But to touch on how did some or a good amount of those people became terrorists, I think conspiracy theories. All right. A lot of these people believe that the government is evil. The Illuminati control the whole world. Like, and honestly, I used to believe that too. Like, a lot of people can believe that. And maybe there is some truth to that, but follow me. A lot of them believe that the Illuminati is controlling the government, but not their side of government, just Joe Biden's side, the Democrats. That's the only side the Illuminati controls. That's what they believe. So their whole reasoning is that Trump was not a part of the government. He got in, he became elected. Now he's fighting the government against the Illuminati. The president is lying to you. And so they stole from him. So we had to fight for our constitutional rights. That's what they believe. Again, terrorists in Afghanistan, they believe some off the wall shit, right? We can agree to that. They believe some off the wall shit, but nonetheless, they believe it and they will fight and die for it. And I think that's what's happening here. So this video is just to give a quick wake up call, all right? Wake up call. Wake up, 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 wake up. To those of you guys who might be asleep. Listen. The president is lying to you. People who didn't vote for him are telling you that he's lying to you. People who voted for him are now saying, yeah, man, he's lying to you. People who were at the Capitol, who were gonna side with him, came out hours after the riot and said, we can't do this because he's lying to you. And I promise you, 5 months from now, he's gonna have a book and he's gonna have a thing that says, I was lying to you. Like, you guys need to realize this. Are we all wrong? Is the whole world wrong? And not you guys. Not you guys. Trump is not wrong. You guys. All right? Think about it. Think about it. Are you saying that you don't believe in the government? You don't trust the government, so we need to overthrow it. For what? For Trump's government? I thought you didn't trust the government. How are you going to overthrow the government for the government? It doesn't make any sense to me. Anyway, I just think a lot of conspiracy theorists, a lot of stuff online, a lot of fake news, a lot of fake news is piling into people's head, and then they back that with their identity. They identify with what Trump is. Not all of them, but a good a portion of them. They identify with that, and so they're just going to stick and ride it out. Either way, that was just a shameful act, and it was just shameful. Next, I'm going to talk about the denial. So these same people are saying, oh, because they realize how shameful it is, right? They realize how shameful it looks now. All of a sudden, they're saying, oh, no, I heard it was Antifa. I heard it was like Black Lives Matter. I'm like, come on, man. Come on, man. This is how far the brainwash got. We have the president, okay? Okay? We have the president on tape saying, go to the Capitol and attack it. Not the day before, which he has, but not the day before when he said that. He said it like hours before. Then they marched to the Capitol and they attacked it. Where in that do you get Antifa? All I saw in that, actually, hold on. Just check out this video. Check out this video. And this guy, he was there. He was one of the terrorists. He'll explain what happened. Don't listen to me. Just listen to this guy.
We rushed them. We charged them. We got all the way to the steps and made a line. So we stood there and we tried to push them back a little bit until finally they started getting rough with us. So we tried to push them back. So that's
all right. So that guy already told you what happened. I have nothing more to say on that issue. Now, we're going to talk about the police response. Yo, any person of color, any person who's seen these protests throughout the summer, the George Floyd protests, we all can agree that the police response was weak. All right? And we can agree that, yo, it's almost like some of these police officers were siding with these terrorists. Wait. Don't take my word for it. Listen to this guy. He was there, because I'm just a guy at home. Like, I'm just, just let him talk.
A bunch of weed in there, and then we moved it down, showing the statues. Cops are very cool. They're like, hey guys, have a good night. And some of them, it's just crazy. It's really weird. You can see that some of them are on our side.
Shout out to that guy for keeping it real, man. There you go. Like, the police response was clearly lacking. Clearly lacking. All right? It took the vice president, not the president, to call in the National Guard. So what am I saying with this? What am I saying? Okay. To me, the president is a sore loser. he lied because he's been lying, right? I don't have to show the facts. He's been lying. He lied. He realized his lies were not gonna get him anything. Then he said, I'm gonna have these people try to attack the Capitol. And they did. And when they did it, he said, I'm gonna sit back. Hopefully they get shit done. I'm not gonna call in any response. I hope they do as much damage. They did. But they were repelled and they went back home and he still failed. These supporters are easily manipulated and their anger can be directed to anybody except Trump. A lot of them are being manipulated. So their anger is just sporadic. It can hit anybody. It didn't matter if they were Republicans or Democrats. So I just think we need to wake up. And for all you terrorist sympathizers, yo, I rose my right hand and said I will defend the Constitution, foreign and domestic. I don't care if some of you guys were in the army, the police force, you're terrorists, you're terrorist sympathizers. And if you're trying to overthrow the country, the government, through violence and intimidation for a political means, if that's what you're trying to do, be prepared for the consequences. Be prepared for a lot more bodies to drop. Like, remember, you're going against the strongest country in the world, the most powerful military. So just remember that. All right, what do you guys think? You think these guys were terrorists, or you think they were just peaceful protesters?